This video will give you an overview of the use of FreeTrend for interpreting and analysing vibration data from the plant. In addition, we will look at the capability of FreeTrend for analysing other data such as temperatures, pressures and general condition. We will start with an overview of FreeTrend and its capability, then look in more detail at ISO trends, bearing noise and analysing non-vibration data. FreeTrend is the data analysis package supplied with Pocket Vibra. It is comprehensive and has many capabilities. FreeTrend is available in many languages. Simply click on Language and select the language of your choice. At any time, to upload data from Pocket Vibra, simply click on the Upload Data menu at the top of the screen. This will start the synchronization process automatically. Once complete, the synchronized box will disappear from the screen. Clicking on a site within the Asset Manager shows the assets within that site. In this case there are 4 assets. Selecting the first asset, Grinder 1, gives the overall status table for this asset. Here we can see, along with the overall status, the ISO, bearing noise and total G values. If we click on any of the status values for that measurement point, it will bring up the total status table for that measurement point. Clicking on any of the values within the status table will take you straight to the relevant graph. The tabs along the top of the screen allow you to select the various different graphs available. Let's now look at FreeTrend's capability of analysing data in the low frequency part of the spectrum. Clicking on ISO shows a trend plot over time of the vibration data between 10 Hz and 1 kHz as defined by ISO. On the y-axis we have the ISO value in millimeters or inches per second. Hovering the mouse over any point displays both the vibration level and the date and time the reading was taken. A powerful feature of FreeTrend is its ability to predict when a vibration fault will occur. To add a trend line, right click on the graph, select trend line, turn the trend line on and select the type of fit. In this case I'm going to do a linear fit to an alarm point and select OK. Hover the mouse above the endpoint to see when FreeTrend will predict the alarm condition will occur. To turn the trend line off again, simply right click on the graph, select trend line and uncheck the on off box and hit OK. For more detailed analysis of the low frequency vibration data, select the VA tab and here you can then analyse the instability, unbalance, misalignment and looseness bands within the ISO spectrum. The exact frequencies of these bands are defined within each asset. Right click on an asset and select Edit to view or change these definitions. Another function I'd like to demonstrate is the harmonic cursors. When the spectrum is viewed, click on the cursor key and the spectrum will be displayed in full screen. Using either the mouse or the cursor keys, drag the cursor to somewhere near the fundamental frequency and then using either the plus or the minus, add or subtract harmonic cursors. Zoom in to the waveform by dragging a rectangle using the mouse, and then the cursors can simply be adjusted using again either the mouse or the cursor keys. Here we can see that the main running speed is 2988 RPM, and then we can also see the subsequent harmonics of this frequency. If you need to micro move, simply click on any of the harmonics and move and all the rest, including the fundamental, will move relative to it. Let's now look at FreeTrend's capability for analysing and trending bearing noise and vibration. Let's take a look at this wire saw in a slate mill. If we look at the DS fly bearing, which is clearly shown to be in warning, and click on the warning, and we notice that the bearing noise is running at 145.9 BDUs, which is extremely high. Clicking on this brings up the trend of bearing noise. We can see the trend is clearly going up. Let's add a trend line and project to the alarm point. We can see that if the bearing continues to degrade at this rate, it will hit the alarm in approximately 2 months' time. Let's take a look at another bearing in the sawmill. Here we can see the bearing was first lubricated and then changed, and then the bearing noise dropped well into the green level. Let's now look at a spectral plot of the vibration signal. If we click the waterfall button, we can see a time history of these spectral plots. Let's now add the plots from when the bearing was damaged. And you can see very clearly that the plots at the back were when the bearing was damaged, and the plots at the front after it has been replaced. Another feature of FreeTrend is the ability to look at a waveform. Simply select any point on the trend curve, and its waveform will be displayed. To zoom in, draw a rectangle around the area of interest. Finally, let's take a look at FreeTrend's ability to display and analyse non-vibration data. FreeTrend can also be used to display and analyse non-vibration data. We call these info tags. One tag here is condition. This is a table of dates, times, and operator entered information on the condition of the asset. The temperature info tag is a numeric tag, so we can display this as both a graph and a table. And as it's a trend graph, we can easily add a trend line. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please take the opportunity to look at the others in the series, or for further information, please visit our website www.pocketvibra.com.